This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Today, I'm hanging out with Seth with PG Custom Vans out Westchester, Pennsylvania. Today, he's gonna give us a tour of his newest client build on the Ford Transit Trail all-wheel drive. So join us for the tour.
Hey Patrick, thanks for the introduction. Like you were saying, this is one of our new builds for our latest customer. It is a Ford Transit Trail 2023. Pretty cool on the outside. This is the way they come from the factory with the big tires. Nice wheels, a little bit more rugged kind of molding work. There's our factory running boards. It's a factory window. We added the Fiamma awning, obviously the screens that are from Wonderful. But as a package, this thing comes, you know, pretty good to get out there, all-wheel drive, very capable, rides real nice on the highways. We added these pill windows from Van Windows Direct. They're awning windows, so you can have them open in the rain. But they also are glass, so they give you a nice little, you know, factory look. It's, you know, this color combination with the black is, you know, we think it pops, and it's what our customer wanted, so that's what we do. We build all custom. So you come to us, we'll give you some guidance on a couple different things. But if you want something, that's what we do. We might talk you in and out of certain things, but you know, it's up to you fully. So let's take a look in the back here. So our customer has some large dogs and some bikes that she likes to carry. So we made sure the bed was at the right height for her bikes. Put in some L-track for her. We tried to keep the space as wide and clean as possible for her. But this is our garage area. We built our bed frames out of aluminum. And then we have our utilities on the left and right. So this side is the electric. It has positive airflow. So you know, we have intake here and exhaust over there, so we can keep air flowing. Our electrical system is full Victron and Battleborn. It's got two 270 amp hour game changers, so 540 amp hours total. There's a 3,000 watt inverter. There's two 50 amp DC chargers and two solar chargers. So this customer, when she goes out, she not only uses the solar on her roof, but if she's in a shaded area, she can bring out temporary panels, set them outside in the sun, make sure she's getting charged up. Up on top, we do have a Merlin solar panel, real low profile, real clean, good power, also from Battleborn. Right here is our DC fuse box and our AC breaker box. We also have an outside outlet, GFCI. We use all marine grade wiring, and shore power disconnects there. We use aluminum trim. This one here, our customer chose click lock life-proof floor, which we like probably more than any other floor. Really durable, super waterproof, handles weather and all kinds of good stuff like that. Below the floor we have a 1/2-inch insulation board, 1/2-inch plywood, gives you a nice insulation for the floor. Outside here we have an outside shower, hot and cold water. You just plug your faucet in there or your handheld. There's your water fill for your tank. There's a 30-gallon over-the-wheel water tank. This is the water side here. We've got a Bosch water heater, all PEX, all valved off plumbing. If you go a little bit further in here, Seaflow water pump and accumulator tank, all your valves and shutoffs. We also set it up so it can be winterized pretty easily with a winterizing port. All of these doors are on slip hinges, so you can take them off if you need to get the things work on them, including the access door here. So when she has her dog, she can slip off the, you know, this is just an example. You slip off the door and you can get in here, but when she has her dog, she'll take that whole door off, and this will be the area they can come and go as they please. So we also have a wonderful screen. You can take a look at some of the materials that we use. She chose to have a solid maple. So everything is a maple ply that's edge banded and makes it look real clean. And then we use black walnut accents. So on this van, our customer opted to have Van Essential door storage. This is the lower here. You got upper over here, different lower over on this side and another upper. Comes in real handy to have that when you're in your bed and those doors are closed. So that's all we got out here. Let me close the doors up and we'll go around the other side. This side we have 30 amp shore power and a city water connect. So if you're at a campground, you can hook up and use their water. And then Van Windows Direct awning window. That's pretty neat. It's a new one for a transit. And we also have Van Windows Direct pill window. Let's go inside. All right, welcome to the van. Let me give you a little lay of the land. There's 2 swivel chairs here, Scopia. You got your lagoon table, you got your bench seat, your kitchenette, fixed bed in the back, uppers, tons of storage, your fridge, and a real cozy environment. Your toilet's down here, and you have a Tetra Van shower. So we have everything in here, but it lays out as real nice open space. You have your shower for when you need a shower. You also have your outside shower. You have a toilet when you need a toilet, but you're not taking up that space for a fixed shower. We do fix showers quite a bit. In this case here, it would have gone in a space like this, but you can see how much more you get in storage, and you get a full-size refrigerator out of the situation. So, coming back to the cab, we have the shelf up top here. Like I said, both of these swivel around. These are the electric seats, are a little challenging to work with, but you can turn them inside of the van because of the aftermarket swivels. I can show you how this works here. Obviously, that's your lagoon table. I'm just gonna pop that off real quick. This whole thing turns into a bed, a second bed. In her case, she's gonna use it mostly for her dogs. Pull the drawers out, flip that up. Pillows out of the way. And then this whole back pops off. Pops in there. So pretty nice little bed space for a second area. While we have this down, you can take a look at this window. It's really nice. This is a new product, like I was saying, from Van Windows Direct. Screen comes up. Yeah, this is the awning window. It's on hydraulics. Really nice. You can have it open in the rain. That's huge. Screen comes down. So no extra screen to carry around. These are just little storage areas. It's a French cleat, so when we put this back on, it just pops into place. Yeah, this is a nice marine fabric that we use, real soft, real easy. We go into here, you have your toilet, you can put these down. And that's a Trolino toilet. It fits under there nice, out of the way, all done. Put your pillows back. Got upper cabinets here, all on hydraulics. Yeah, this is that black walnut. Rounded it so we don't bump our heads. This is really nice for me when I'm building it because I always do. A little teeny microwave. Love this microwave because it fits inside of the upper cabinets without a big bulky extra cabinet. This is all maple finish for the walls. Maple on the ceilings. You have your GFI outlet. You have your USB-C. Over on this side, we have here, this is our control panel. And I was telling Patrick earlier, we really like to keep everything as analog as possible. So it's switches and buttons. Everything that's in the back can be controlled from here. So you have your Webasto hot water heater, dump valve, which electric ball valve down below, heat mat for the gray water tank, and the water pump. Fresh water, gray water, battery monitor, inverter controller, and all dimmable lights. You have upper cabinet, lower cabinet. You can control everything. And then down below, we have a red light for at nighttime, so you don't adjust your eyes. Take a look. Here you got your sink. You have a water filter built in. Just pop this guy off. induction cooktop. This countertop, we love it. Wilson Art Thinscape, really thin, easy to use. You can cut it to whatever shape you need it to be, and you can do your cutouts for that, for your sink. Down here, like we said, water filter, all PEX plumbing, everything's valved off individually. And I'll come over here real quick, drop the shower. So that turns into the shower pan. You stand on it, you lift this up, clicks into, magnets go on the bottom, they come back up and they click into the hidden magnets that we have in the back of the ceiling. Your shower head goes here, clicks into there, hot, cold water right there on the valve. And then when you're done, you just push that guy in, lock it up. You see down here, this is the drain. So when that shower pan comes down, it drains back into that, goes right down into the gray water tank with a head valve. If you look up here, it's solid maple on the ceiling. In the transits, it's kind of tough with this slope down here. So a lot of times we'll put in a horizontal piece here and then butt it in on each side. In this case, our customer wanted to have solid runs all the way through. So we kerfed all of these to get the bend in, and it holds up real nice, doesn't squeak, which is awesome. Above that, we have, the whole entire van has 3M Thinsulate insulation with a little extra Havelock wool on the open spots down below, the wide cavities. But up here we have 3M Thinsulate, and then on the back side of the ceiling panel, we use a Reflectix, which is pretty nice. So you have, this is where all your heat's coming from in the summertime, and it's where you lose most of your heat in the wintertime. So you get more insulation up top here. We got a Max Air fan, Dometic air conditioner, RTX, more uppers. Lots of space in this one. Click. These slam latches, awesome. They keep things from rattling and clinking around. Bunch of drawers. She's starting to move in here. She was nice enough to let us come over here and see Patrick. Some pretty sizable ones too. And then down below here, both of these are shoe drawers. So they tilt out like that. You stick your shoes in there, or whiskey bottles, or wine bottles, or water bottles. You have two GFCI outlets here for whatever appliances you're using. You also up here have an appliance garage that has an outlet in it. So if you want to leave something plugged in, she wants to put a blender in there. Then a whole bunch of drawers. We make all of this in our shop. So if you want some specific size, you want a certain material, wood, we do that. All the way down. Down here you have the Webasto. That's actually underneath this one in the back. When we can, we try to put the Webasto on the driver's side so that when you're camping or out and about and you have that on, the exhaust is going away from the big door. Not that you ever have the big door open while you have the heater on typically, but going in and out, you know, to have the exhaust pipe right there, we try to avoid it. So in this case, it goes out the other side. Up top here, we have some little hidden storage spaces. No latches, so they don't look so latchy. Full-size refrigerator. It's a really nice one. And then down here is a drawer, but also is the step to get into the bed. Come up here in your bed space. Here's your nice awning windows. You got your lights for reading. They both have USB chargers in it. A little rail on your black walnut shelf. Same thing over here. Got your pill window, and then pretty nice little fan. Thing moves a lot of air. Then we have our upper cabinets in the back as well. So just sit up in bed, get your clothes, change. So lastly, I'm gonna hop down here. Just want to show you the drawer inside the steps so you get some storage there before I close it. And then this is your access to the garage. And this whole door comes off like we were talking about. So in this van, our customer either travels alone or with a friend or with her dogs. She opted for this full-size bed, 6-inch mattress, which is super cozy. But if you have a friend, they can come and they can stay on that, travel real comfortable with you. Or if it's just her and her dog, she puts this out and they get to travel in luxury as well. So Patrick, that's it. It's about 70 square feet in here, and we packed a lot in, and it's real comfortable and one of our favorite builds. So if anybody wants to get in touch with us, pricing is all based on the particular van, what kind of materials you want, what kind of equipment you want. So reach out, and we'll be happy to work with you. Give Hillary a call. Patrick will put in the link our website, contact information. But check us out on Instagram. That's the best way. See what we're working on. So,
thank you for taking the time to come out to New Jersey to give us a tour of this awesome creation. I'm happy your client was able to work with you and come out to showcase this. This is beautiful. I love this van because of how open it is. And for her specific use, and I did speak with her off camera, she has a travel trailer that has a full-size bathroom, full-size shower. She decided in the van not to occupy a huge amount of space for a bathroom and shower. Yeah. Right, on the road you could shower at a gym or a state national park, a truck stop. There's many ways to shower, but she does have one here that's fully usable. It takes a little bit of work to set up, but boom, when you're done, you pop it out of the way. Yeah. There's really no mess. You could leave the shower curtain in there. It'll drain right down into the drain. It's not going to go anywhere else. And then the toilet's conveniently located right here. If you're traveling alone, privacy is your privacy shade, so you don't have to worry about anything. But it's important, people that travel with pets, to have enough room for the pet to walk around. Yeah. Pet's not going to lay down all day long. Yeah. So if you can walk us through your process a little bit. So customer buys the van and the conversion for you, or they buy the van separately and bring it to you? Yeah, so our customers buy the van or let us know what van they have on order that's going to be delivered. We start talking about what they'd like in the van at that point. So what they purchase from us is our labor, and then we do all of the purchasing for them on all the equipment and the materials. So they get our vendor discounts. And the customer then, they could choose either Ram or a Sprinter or a Transit, right? So you're not set on like one style van? No, not at all. So yeah, you can bring whatever van you like, whatever chassis fits your needs. So, some folks are never going to drive off of the pavement. So, a Promaster is going to be just fine. And then, in most cases, folks do want to have all-wheel drive and some ability to go off-road, or at least in some, rough, gravelly situations. And you get into, some really capable vans like this and the Mercedes. So. And then to make it easy for your customers, do you have like a set floor plans they could choose from, or everything is completely custom? Everything's completely custom. We definitely have some opinions about things that work the best, but those are just our opinions, and we're going to share them with you. And if you want to go, a different route, that's just fine. So we try to guide you through that process on certain things we've learned from past vans, or from our customers' experiences, from our experiences. But when it comes down to it, it's your van, and we're just going to build it for you. Yeah, and if you never built a van before and you're having someone design one for you, there's just certain things you got to consider. For one, they all have a door or sliding door on this side, so that's going to always be part of your floor plan. Yeah. You always have rear doors, but you don't always need to have the option to have it pass through, right? You can just block that off. Yep. And they all have wheel wells that cut in, so those are always an obstacle. And the last is the fuel tank that's underneath it, right? Yeah. So sometimes you can't put a shower or a drain in a certain spot because the gasoline tank's right there, right? It's usually one of the biggest things. Yeah? That's where your knowledge comes in when you're consulting with the people that want to build a van. It's like, hey, you can't do that because of this, but this is what we could do. You also have, between a Ford and Mercedes and a Promaster, Promaster doesn't have a drive shaft going down the center. So that's a big difference too. You're working around a drive shaft that powers the rear wheels in some of these cars or in some of these vehicles. So just like you said, really important to understand all that stuff. We know how certain vans taper at the top and are wider on the sides. How we can get in a bed for your height. If you're my height, like a short guy, no big deal. To have a short bed. But in some vans, and you're 6'2", you either have to turn the bed this way. You might have to put some bump outs on it, some flares. But we do all that, and we'll walk you through it, and
kind of go over each one of those little details with you.
And one last thing I wanted to mention, and it's good that you did mention it, is the Promaster with no drive shaft. You know, people wonder why do so many van builders use the Promaster chassis?
Yeah.
Well, because that drive shaft is not an obstacle. That's why there's so many different floor plans and layouts available on a Promaster, because you can pretty do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, it's always challenging to get a gray water waste tank from this side draining over to here if the tank winds up being over here.
Or your vehicle's on a hill or something like that, you know.
So you know, you're quite limited. But I think you did an excellent job.
Yeah.
And we have another video coming up for you. We're going to be filming a teardrop trailer you
Yeah.
guys make. So not only vans, they do other types of builds too. So please subscribe if you want to watch that video too. I'll put links in the description so you could click over to their website and social media. This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Patrick.